what's good, YouTube? It's in here. It's been a while, so I just want to make a little video. I just watched Skylar's video. If you don't follow Skylar, he's an awesome dude. We've become buddies in the last year, which is pretty cool. I've been watching him for a while. His name is Skylarkeleven. I'll put his name in the description box. But yeah, check him out if you're not subscribed to him already. But he just made a video that I kind of wanted to piggyback off of. You can't really make response videos anymore, or I couldn't find out how, so I'm just kind of going to post this in a response kind of fashion, piggyback kind of fashion. So his video was, like a frequently asked question, do you identify as a trans man or just a male? A lot of the things I'm going to talk about kind of are very similar to Skylar, because Skylar teaches, speaks in front of classes, and, is very much of an advocate like myself for the transgender community. So a lot of the things are going to be kind of similar, but then I have some other aspects I wanted to pull into the conversation also. So, I do identify as a male, but I also do identify as a trans man, trans male. So that comes into play when pretty much in my day-to-day life, I'm just kind of stealth to some degree, meaning if I don't have any type of connection with you or friendship with you, or there's never going to be really a friendship, it's just a quick, conversation, hi, how you doing, beautiful day outside, see you later, bye. I'm not going to say, hey, how you doing, BTW, I was born a female, alright, see you later, bye. It's kind of pointless. But, like Skylar was saying, when I'm in an LGBT environment or a genderqueer environment, any of that alternative lifestyle kind of environment, I pretty much like people to know that I'm transgender, and that's why I'm there. I feel like when I just present as male and go pretty much 100% stealth, nobody even knows that I'm trans. So I don't feel like they don't really open the door as wide. I get kind of stereotyped as just like some white male privilege, or, just some dude who probably grew up stereotypical, lifestyle that most people think that stereotypical men go through, which is, I've learned, is really not even true. So it's kind of funny, because I also stereotype people and other guys and just say, oh, they're probably a douche, or oh, they probably, did this in high school and, treated girls bad, or, slept around, or whatever. I have all these stereotypes in my head that I try my hardest not to put onto somebody, because you really have no idea. So it's very easy to kind of go 100% stealth and nobody knows that you're even in the community. So I like to kind of let people know, like, by the way, I'm here because I'm trans and I've gone through, similar experiences as everyone else here. Otherwise, it just keeps that door open. I don't want to just blend in. I had a desire, and I think a lot of people go through this, male to female and female to males. When you first transition, all you want to do is be that gender that you feel you are. You just want to shy away from everything that was the previous gender and only go with things that identify you as that gender. So you want to be stealth. You don't want anyone to know. You just want everyone to think you're like a dude or a chick, and that's it, nothing else. Then, after a few years, you've been on your hormones for a few years, or you're just identifying as male and people are calling you male, then all of a sudden you start to feel like, oh, okay, I'm not just a man, like, I'm a trans man, like, I'm a little bit different, but, I identify as male, but that doesn't mean that I'm not, identifying as male doesn't mean you're not also identifying as a trans male, I identify 100% as male, but at the same time, I also identify as a trans male. You know what I mean? So I think those kind of genders or pronoun for the gender, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how exactly to word it, but I think they're kind of fluid, Skylar was trying his best to explain, male and trans and being kind of in the middle, because, on any given day, I could be you know, speaking at a school, and everyone knows I'm trans there because I'm the speaker and everybody knows why I'm there. And then, you know, so I'm on this side of the scale today, and then, you know, or even that same day later on when we go out to have a beer or something, I'm on the total opposite end and I'm just male because now I'm in an area where nobody knows why I'm there. I'm just anybody else who's in that, you know, restaurant or bar or whatever, and I'm just a male, and that's it. So, you know, it's very fluid, I think. You can really travel from one side of identifying 100% as trans male and wearing a big old sticker on my chest, and then, you know, kind of going to the other side and kind of blending in, and now, you know, nobody really knows even what that sticker's for because you just look like everybody else. So I do like to have a connection. Plus, obviously, due to YouTube videos and being on Facebook and having like a transgender t-shirt company, it's kind of hard to be stealth completely. But I also just want to throw out there that, you know, you don't, and this is not the vibe I got from Skylar's video, but I just wanted to put this out there. You don't really have to be one or the other, and you don't have to be in the middle. I mean, I know some guys that are just completely stealth. They don't really, you know, and it doesn't mean that they don't like the trans community. It just means that they don't feel like a connection to it. You know, it's like if somebody you know, I'm trying to think of something, like if someone called me like a soccer player, like I wouldn't want to be called a soccer player because I'm not a soccer player and I don't really have a connection to soccer, you know? So it's like you don't have that connection, so you don't really feel like you should be a part of it. There are trans men out there who, you know, probably wouldn't even want to be referred to as trans men. They're just male guys who, you know, were born female, now they identify as male, and that's it. They love being stealth, and that's it. And then there are guys on the whole other side of the spectrum who are very gender queer and gender fluid, but identify as trans men, but, you know, they never really, you know, they're just more fluid. They're not, you know, they don't mind being called a trans man, or they don't mind being called out, or, you know what I mean? So it's interesting, the two sides of the spectrum and where you lie along that. So it's really okay to be on either side. It's okay to go from one side to the other. And like I said, I think as people develop and become who they truly are, they decide in that matter if they really want to be more stealth or if they want to have a small connection to the community. I know a lot of people who are very stealth outside of life, but then when they go on the internet, you know, they have 2 Facebook accounts, or they have 2 of this, or, you know, they're very trans-identified online, but day to day they're very stealth. So it's very interesting, pretty cool concept. So I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents. All right, guys, that's it. Peace.